Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Microsoft Pulse. Today, your hosts are Tamara Bredemus and Tom Duff, and we're going to go over the Microsoft roadmap, over what's changed, what's new, so you don't have to. I didn't mean to rhyme there, it just happened. But we'll also talk about how these changes are going to affect you. Now, the roadmap is broken up into 4 parts. Those 4 parts are in development, which means they are working on it. Then it rolls out to rolling out, which means it's starting to roll out to the different tenants, and then launched, which means it has launched. And if your tenant should have it, you should have it by now. And then canceled. Things that Microsoft has decided not to do, or that could be duplicates. So I am going to start off with what's going on in development. And we have Microsoft Teams theme accent colors. So you can make Teams feel more like your own with new customization options. Customize Teams colors by choosing your favorite theme accent color, just like you can in Outlook. And that's going to change your buttons to different colors, and that's coming out to the worldwide. Then we also have SharePoint, updated document library user experience. So we're updating the SharePoint document library experience to more closely align with the user experience in OneDrive. I don't know if that's a good thing. I'm not real happy with the changes in OneDrive. While making it easier than ever before to access valuable functionality unique to the documents libraries. When you're working in a document library, we've brought custom views and filters front and center, just like in OneDrive. We've also redesigned the command bar to help you take action faster. And all of your view customization tools are now grouped under one simplified menu, making it easy to apply conditional formatting and organize items by metadata in seconds. And that's coming out for everybody worldwide, GCC, GCC High, and the DoD. And that's due out by the end of November. And then we have e-signature smart tagging for electronically signed documents. So documents that have been electronically signed will now automatically recognize and be tagged as signed upon upload to SharePoint. This is cool. This enhancement also applies retroactively to existing e-sign files and will be updated with the appropriate tags to give users more visibility and control. Now, Microsoft is introducing 2 optional metadata columns for document libraries: electronically signed, which indicates whether a document has been e-signed, and signature provider. And this displays the service used for the e-signature. This feature is available exclusively to tenants with e-signature enabled, helping streamline compliance tracking and document management. And that's due out by the end of September for the worldwide tenant. What do you have, Tom?
Okay, everybody, hang on. Here we go. Copilot.
Copilot, Copilot, Copilot.
Pretty much. So first one up on Copilot, Teams channels. Starting in September, it's supposed to be released in September, you're going to be able to select channels in the Context IQ menu to help ground your prompts when using Copilot Chat. So if you've got certain information in a Teams channel that you want to use for coming up with an answer, or you want to kind of restrict things to that, you're going to be able to now. So that's coming out to the worldwide commercial tenant. Then we have a one-click, actually there's a couple here. If you're using Copilot notebooks, which basically, if you have something in Copilot, you can say, hey, put it into a page and put that page into the Copilot notebook that's part of your chat. What they're doing is they're giving you the ability to one click to create an FAQ page or a brief page based on the content that you have in that Copilot notebook. So that is really slick in the fact that if you've got a lot of information that you gathered and you want to get some sort of an FAQ based on that content, you can now basically do that with one click. And then you're going to have that brief, you're going to have that FAQ, and you don't have to sit there and try to come up with it from scratch, which is always a great thing. The other thing that I really like with Outlook Copilot is proactive drafts. So this one's supposed to be coming out in September. I'm looking forward to it, and it's coming out to everybody. Copilot will detect emails that are most likely to need a response and pre-generate 3 options for you to review and select from. Save time and energy,
Ooh.
responding to high priority emails with proactive drafts. So, you can select one, tweak it a little bit and go with it. And I think that is going to be a great time saver for people who get tons of emails that are really important. Microsoft Teams, there's going to be a new organization chart in the profile card for web and desktop. So the org chart will not only be able to contextualize a person, just what I always wanted to be contextualized, they will also be able to scroll through visited profiles, see a manager's report counts, and more. So that's coming out to worldwide. Those of you who are in the more secure tenants won't see that one yet. We've got 3 that have, sequential numbers and IDs. I don't know what the little variations of them are, but bottom line is when you're creating a presentation in Copilot, so this is going for PowerPoint, you'll be able to reference a loop or a page as part of your grounding. So that's really nice. If you can say, hey, I've got a lot of information in this loop page here, I can go ahead and get it, make sure that the presentation is looking at that, and then create the presentation based on that content. That's supposed to be coming out in September. And you did the updated document library user experience. So yeah, I think we just went through in development.
Great. Well, let's roll on to rolling out. Yes, I did it. I said it.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. It should not be rewarded. Let's say that. All right, Outlook. Choose how many days of emails sync to your device for offline usage. So, with the new sync window, you can choose how many days worth of emails and attachments you want to download to your device. So you can always access them when even well offline. And that's coming to everybody by the end of August. So it should be rolling out this week. Then we also have Microsoft Teams select camera in pre-join and during meeting. Users can select an internal or external camera or keep it turned off before joining or during Teams meetings. That's due by the end of August. I thought we already had that.
But apparently not.
So I'm a little confused. All right, Outlook. Read-only access to calendars and contacts within a PST file in new Outlook for Windows. So with this update, support for PST files, aka Outlook data files, so I'm glad they abbreviated PST. In the new Outlook for Windows, users will be able to browse and read calendar and events and contacts within the PST file. Future release of new Outlook will expand the support for PST file capabilities. That's coming out in the end of August for just the commercial tenant. And then I think I had a couple more. Search for meetings. You can now, this is in Microsoft Teams, you can now search by meeting name or participant and take direct actions like joining, RSVPing, or viewing recaps, and access a dedicated meeting tab for a streamlined experience. These updates make it easier to find and act on meetings right from the search bar. That comes out in the end of August. I know, I'm happy for that. What I also wish they would do is put the name of the meeting at the top of the meeting while you're in the meeting.
Yeah.
So, but that comes out for everybody at the end of August. And then this one kills me.
Yeah.
Microsoft Teams emoji reaction workflows. Seamlessly set up workflows started by an emoji reaction in Teams. When a user reacts to a message with an emoji, the workflow will be kicked off to handle support tickets or start a help desk workflow. So is that going to be like the on fire emoji?
So I have to state, I mean, I've ever since I saw this one come out, I'm like, you've got to be kidding me, really? But
Mm-hmm.
one of the internal meetings we were having where this one came up, one of the people said, no, this actually is a really nice feature for us because if we
Mm.
have something that comes out in a Teams message, like a notice for something, we like to be able to do a check mark emoji, which then kicks off the thing that closes it based on where it came from.
Oh,
I'm like,
interesting.
okay, fine. I don't want to admit it, but okay, that would be a good use case, but I still don't like this change.
What do you have in rolling out, Tom?
So I have got SharePoint Agent Web Part. This is a new one that is rolling out, and it's coming out to the worldwide tenant this month. SharePoint site page authors can add SharePoint agents to their pages with an agent web part, allowing end users to easily access and interact with SharePoint agents directly on their site pages. So if you built something that is relevant to that page and you'd like to get it in front of people, but you don't want them to have to go find it wherever you've got it stored at, just having it there on the page in front of them in a contextual scenario is probably a really good thing. So I think that will be beneficial. And then Places got a bunch of love.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. So Microsoft Places, I'm just going to do a real quick recap here, but they've got the management portal. So there's going to be a user friendly interface to manage your Places directory, such as create, view, and edit buildings, floors, sections, rooms, and desks. On top of that, they're having changes where you're going to be able to book desks from maps. So you don't have to, try to figure out where the desk is. You just see the Mac map and click on it, and there you go. Enhanced desk booking capabilities. So this means you're going to be able to make them for durations smaller than the whole day, book for multiple days, and delegates can book desks for their principals. That's great.
Nice.
Configure auto release for desks. This is basically saying you must check in with a certain period of time or the desk gets released and made available for other people. New options for desk mode configuration. So this is like Places Administrator. Configurations can be changed, offline, assigned, bookable, whole bunch of different things you're going to be able to do with the desk to actually classify them in certain things to say, yeah, you can book this one, but this one's just a walk-up desk where you're going to have to be physically present at the desk in order to be able to check in on it. And the final one, which is really nice in a hybrid environment, find and book desks near colleagues. So if you come into your office and you're like, oh, I want to go sit next to Sally, and you don't know where Sally happened to book a desk, now you can be able to use Places to find where Sally's sitting and then try to book a desk next to Sally so you two can, collaborate on something all day long. So those are all coming out in August. They're all coming out to the worldwide tenant. So if you are a Places user, definitely keep an eye open for that because you'll see a lot of changes coming your way.
Great. All right, and now it's time for what's in launched. SharePoint centrally managed branding for your organization. I was at TechCon Atlanta and sat in on a session on the branding center, and it was really informative by Kathy Dew. So, Microsoft is introducing new branding and management capabilities that you can use to improve consistency across your sites and pages. So, you can put a brand packet into this branding center, and then it's available for your users to choose from. And then Whiteboard got some love. At mention within comments and at mentions or email notifications for app mentions in the comments on the whiteboard. So the ability to app mention users within the comments on the whiteboard with the associated in-app indicators to inform users of an app mention and also to trigger an email notification to the user with a link back to the app mentioned. That's coming out end of September for the commercial tenant. And then Microsoft Stream block downloads for shared videos. So some videos are meant to be viewed but not downloaded. And soon you'll be able to share videos more securely with the can view but not download option. This option will be available in the permissions dropdown in the Microsoft 365 Share dialog for stream videos. When you select can view but not download, people who access the video shared will be able to watch it but won't be able to download it or copy the video. That's coming out January, or that launched in January of 2024. So why we have it on the list, I'm not sure. I'm like, gosh, that sounds awfully familiar.
Yeah, I actually looked at that one this morning when it came out. It's like, do we have that? Yes, we do. That's going to be my 1 minute office magic tip. So, yeah, I put that one out there today. So,
Yeah, this is showing mostly 2024 and not 2025.
oh, you're right. It is, isn't it?
Yes.
Interesting.
So here's one, the new web part for the FAQ that launched in June, but it is 2025. And then August 2025, we've got the Microsoft Teams edit and manage Teams Town Hall instances in Outlook. So organizers and co-organizers can now easily edit the details of a Teams Town Hall instance. A direct link to the Teams Town Hall edit page is now accessible from the Outlook calendar. This enhancements brings the same seamless editing and registration management experience already available in Webinar, bringing a consistent experience across all event types. So that is just for the commercial instance, the worldwide, not for GCC or DoD or GCC High. So what do you have in launched? And be careful.
Now that we found that, yes, they included a whole lot more than we should have, I'm just going to take the very last one on the list because that's about the only one that falls in the current time frame. And that is Microsoft Copilot. Save an audio overview from Copilot Notebook to OneDrive. So you can save the audio overview that you've generated within Copilot Notebook to OneDrive so you can download and share with others. And that is coming out to worldwide. So yeah, we'll just keep it at that. It was funny because when I looked at this stuff this morning, I thought, huh, I thought that had been out for a while. Didn't even notice that they were all 2024s. So cool.
Great. And then we have some canceled. Let's see if any of them are current. January 2026,
June.
Planner's status report emails and project manager agent. After further review, Microsoft is not able to roll this out at this time. We apologize for any inconvenience. The new feature was in Project Manager Agent, which automates the creation of status report emails for your plans. So we're not doing that. Also, SharePoint Share Site built-in agent. This item is being removed from the roadmap and is no longer accurate. And then edit SharePoint site built-in agent. We're getting rid of the site built-in agent. Therefore, you will not be able to edit it.
Makes sense.
Yeah. And I believe that's everything that's been canceled. Wait, what's this?
You got the very last one here.
So Microsoft Teams voice commands via Siri for Teams meetings on iOS. So Microsoft is not going to release this feature at this time. And what it was building on the Siri voice commands for iOS. This capability would have enabled users to call someone or ask Copilot to summarize a meeting through Siri's voice commands. So that is a no-go. Tom, did you have anything else you wanted to talk about today?
No, now that you kind of popped all my bubbles with the dates there, it kind of all of a sudden took it from a really big list to not a whole lot of
Not
stuff
so
going on
much.
there. Yeah. So
No.
I am good.
All right, fabulous. Well, thanks again for joining us. We hope you found the information useful. Tell a friend, and we'll see you next week. Bye now.
Bye, all.